Hey everyone, welcome back to Glass Seats. This is Viddy.
And my name is Mrinal, and on this episode, we have to talk about Will Smith signing his entry-level contract with the San Jose Sharks to play in the NHL next season.
Yes.
His contract, he signs for 3 years for $955K cap hit, which is the max rookie contract.
Yeah.
And he will wear jersey number 2 as a centerman, which is odd if you follow hockey jersey lore.
Yeah.
But this is big news for the San Jose Sharks. We talked about it when they won the draft lottery of, okay, are these guys going to play next year?
Are they coming over together too?
Yes, these guys being Celebrini, who is projected to be the first overall pick this year at the draft, and Will Smith.
Yeah.
Will Smith has signed a contract, so seems like we're going to have some
seems like
hope
the writing's on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least, if the team still sucks, at least there's a reason to go to the games again. So
yeah, I mean, we're expecting probably like a Colorado type season here, right? Where they have some bright spots, but the majority of the team probably isn't a playoff team. I'm not expecting San Jose to be a playoff
Colorado
team.
year are you talking about?
Did I say Colorado? I meant Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said Colorado. So
I meant Chicago.
Okay,
yeah.
got it. Yeah. Either way, with Bedard, we saw the effect that happened immediately. 2 million plus in season ticket sales right off the bat as soon as they won the draft lottery, and I'm sure this helps financially too. Like, sure, it's not Connor Bedard, but Will Smith and Macklin Celebrini, you might have your Taves and Kane kind of situation going on, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Like you said, there's actually hope in San Jose once again.
I don't know if you've been following the social media around like some of the hockey analytics on these two players.
No.
So a lot of people have been projecting what type of NHLers these players are going to be based off of their college stats and international stats and those kind of things, and posting who are their player comparables.
Mm-hmm.
So Celebrini is projecting to be a player like Sidney Crosby.
Okay.
So, which is huge for San Jose.
Is it though, or is that just like people getting hyped about?
It's projections, right?
Okay.
So they're predictions based on their stats. So meaning based on his age, how old is he? 17?
Yeah.
17 and 16 stats. Crosby had similar ones.
Okay.
So they're projecting this player to play like Crosby.
Okay.
For Will Smith, I saw the comparison of like a Dale Haverchuk or Adam Fantilli.
Okay.
So, not as high end, but still top 6.
Yeah. A huge difference maker on the lineup in the top 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be a pretty big 1-2 punch if these predictions come true.
Yeah. And they're both centers. So pretty lethal 1-2C, assuming it obviously, I'm just going to say this, give the kids some time to develop.
We're not expecting playoffs or
let's
anything.
not sit here and pretend they're going to win a cup next year. They're not. It'd be amazing if they even make the playoffs, give them some time to develop, but hopefully 4 or 5 years down the line, we got a pretty lethal 1-2C.
I'm looking at this like kind of an Edmonton situation where you could do a 1-2C with like McDavid and Draisaitl do, or you can move one of them to wing and load up.
Either way, pretty hopefully a pretty lethal special teams in the near future.
Oh yeah, that too. The Sharks might suck next year, but have an awesome power play.
Might just be fun to watch that. Who knows? Yeah.
The bigger question is now, if Will Smith is playing next year, does this change Mike Greer's strategy over the summer?
In terms of free agency,
the draft, trades, all of that.
Yeah, I want to think so. I don't see him going all in because I think he learned, or I'm hoping he's learning from like Doug Wilson that going all in does have there's a downside to it. And there's no reason to rush a rebuild. There's teams that have rushed a rebuild are not necessarily cup contenders, and obviously nobody cares in San Jose about making the playoffs, making the finals, or anything. There's one goal and one goal only, and so I'm hoping Mike Greer is responsible with that cap money. Let's say, because I can't think of a better word.
Yeah. Speaking of cap, they have about 37 million projected in cap space for next season. They have a whole bunch of open spots on the roster that they got to fill somehow. Yeah.
And when I say responsible, I'm sure there's 37 million. I'm hoping that doesn't mean, we'll take Mitch Marner's entire contract. That's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I hope it's not something like that.
We can't do that because, Mitch Marner's not in the right age window, right?
Yeah.
You want players who are either like a tail end of their career that you can either flip at the deadline or, you're just using to plug holes right now.
Yeah.
Or you can look for players who are the same age as Celebrini and Smith.
Right.
Around there. Right. So
a bunch of young guys coming in all at once.
Bunch of young guys, right? So the thing is, other teams don't really trade high-end young guys.
Unless they're all in, right? I mean, if they're really just trying to go for a couple right then and there.
Yeah, so you got to find someone who is just about ready to go all in. Because other teams that have been all in for years, they don't have good draft picks and they don't have good young guys, right?
It's the same way we acquired Jack Thompson. I think that's his name, Jack Thompson from the Lightning for the Anthony Duclair trade. Lightning prospect, but they were obviously more interested in making a deep run. It didn't pan out that way, but either way, the trade is done. So hoping that Greer can kind of target those teams that are like looking to go all in and take some of those prospects, because again, I don't care about playoffs. I don't care about any of any immediate success. I would rather build a long-term sustainable roster that is potential of a dynasty, the way Chicago was in the 2010s.
Yeah, that's what you want. I mean, everybody in San Jose just wants a cup. Yeah. They don't care how at this point.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't want a dynasty. I mean, I would like that, but one cup, just give me one. Yeah. I'll die happy at that point.
Just taking a quick look through their cap friendly page here. The only player who signed beyond 2025-2026 season is Will Smith.
Well, so, is that a good thing or?
I think that's a good thing.
Okay.
So basically you have as close as you can get to a blank slate here.
Yeah.
Right?
And that includes like the Vlasic Couture contracts as well?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Vlasic is up in 25-26. Couture is... Oh, he's on IR.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so Couture is signed for 26-27, but that's his last year.
Yeah, and that is, and he's on IR. There's no guarantee he's coming back.
Yeah, there's a chance Couture is done.
Yeah,
which is sad to say, but there's a chance.
Yeah, it's a severe injury. You don't like. There's life after hockey. Like if he had to retire tomorrow, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Like it's sad, but like I get it.
But this is as close as you're gonna get is to a clean slate.
Yeah, which. In the future, like I also wanted to bring up. Do you remember when Milan Lucic, like it was his time to get a big payday? I think he was leaving LA, and he was like, "I'm going to Edmonton." And at the time, Edmonton wasn't.
It was the pre-McDavid.
Yeah,
Edmonton.
they weren't the West Finals Oilers, and people were like, "What? Why?" And he's like, 2 words: Connor McDavid. And you know what I mean? So like now that the Sharks have so much cap space, and Will Smith coming over, and most likely Macklin Celebrini coming at the same time. That I feel like that's enough to attract a lot of like free agents who are, and also just the fact that California and all that helps too.
Yes.
So like I feel like at some point there might be the things are falling into line, right?
Yeah,
like it might actually attract some agents over.
But I think that's still one more season away.
Of course, but at least it's like a possibility. Like San Jose was like the shadow realm at this point.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like until like. Honestly, until like a month ago, until
they won the lottery.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, and sometimes that's all it takes. You just got to knock down one domino, and the rest of it falls into place, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Hoping this is like a long-term thing, and time will tell, I guess.
Yep. San Jose could use some more high-end D prospects, and we talked about the goalie situation last time as well. But steps in the right direction with Will Smith coming over. And
that's more than I can hope for right now, because, man, since 2019, it's been all downhill from there.
Yep.
So.
Let us know your thoughts on the San Jose rebuild in the comments below.
Yep.
If you like this episode, drop a like on it. Hit subscribe if you want more. We have 3 episodes out every week here on Glass Seats. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.